How the hell are you? You are all good eggs in my book. We're doing something a little bit different tonight. We're doing something a little bit different. We're casting the Big D event. This is Friday Night Fights. This is Friday Night Fights. It is Friday the 13th, so we are fighting over that point up there. That is the cemetery at St. Mare. It's going to be a close quarters battle, so the idea is we've got garrisons on both sides. But before I get too far, before I get too into it, I'm going to introduce my co-host. I am Traumastoo, and this is Igniclus. Igniclus, how are you, mate?
I'm not doing too bad. How about yourself, mate?
Dude, I'm always doing very well, and a little bit excited to get a little something casted. There is a bit of a different rule set tonight. We are doing something a bit different, so you were able to go over and let us know what exactly we're doing, brother.
So pretty much there's going to be just two garrisons in between the cemetery that you can see on the screen now on St. Mary Glees. Both teams are going to be spawning at those garrisons and trying to push through the other opposing team to the enemy garrison. Once they have locked out the enemy garrison, that is game. So that's pretty much the entire rules. They can't go anywhere between these two trucks that you can see on the screen.
Excellent.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think they've said it's lock out the garrison, but they've still got to eliminate the whole enemy team, right? I think the idea is once they've locked out the garrison.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they get killed locking out the garrison, then they can all spawn again, so...
It's true. Looks like the teams are starting to spawn in now. This is a little bit exciting. Let's have a look at who's playing. Jesus, there is some absolute BPL royalty there. Just Fierce is in. Sparrowfart. A lot of OC lads. Jelly Bear's coming to play. That's genuinely exciting. Good to have her back. Sammy D. Lieutenant Dixon. Good Lord, there are some boys in. The Whiskey Man from Foy Boys. Marmy the Cat. There you go. Good. There are a good lot of lads. What about on your side, mate? Who are you looking at?
I'm currently looking at Cash Cow Link, Sullivan,
Cashy's
Moc,
playing.
Flint from NRD. There's still a lot of people still joining now, but there's a lot of Ford Boys, OC, Emu War veterans. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Some pretty big names there.
There are some fucking huge. If you have a look at some of the ranks there, I'm seeing Cashy has one. He is rank 321. That blows my mind. That is a terrifying amount. That was a terrifying amount of experience. Good Lord. Sean C, 298. Soups No Rules, 261. Jesus. Sully Bands, 241. I feel a little bad. I've got 141, and good Lord. Looks like the teams are still...
Cat and Sparrow fighting the 200s there as well. Same with the Whiskey Man and Jag Banser.
I'll tell you what, if you put all those hours they've spent playing...
and Lieutenant Dixon, sorry.
And Lieutenant Dixon, yeah. If you put all the hours that they've spent playing Hell Let Loose into maybe curing cancer, we'd probably have it licked by now, but that's fine. I actually appreciate the work they put into this because we might get an actual game out of this. The teams are still mulling around. It doesn't look like we're starting yet. As soon as it does, we will jump into a little bit of spectator cam. The way we're going to run this... Blue Rose is in the chat. Blue Rose, fucking pleasure. It is a genuine pleasure to have you in the chat. Good luck. I've seen you down there. I've seen you down there. Jelly Bear's down there. Let's go have a quick squiz at her. We can move down that way. There is our friend and yours, Jelly Bear, giving us a little bit of a jump. Oh, you love to see it, don't you? There she is. She will be playing for the ally side tonight. There you go. Let's have a look at the middle. Let's make sure stuff isn't happening. It doesn't look like
they're
it is.
setting up defenses at the moment.
I think that was part of it.
A couple of bunkers and barricades around the garrison.
Excellent. So this was part of the rules. I'm going to jump into the casting screen. Let's go. You don't have to look at my ugly mug anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, the idea behind this is during the start of the game, both teams have as much time as they like to set up defenses and do what they can to protect their garrison from enemy assault. Both teams are doing that. Igniclus, can I get you to have a look at your side, the Axis? I know people have said this about you before, that you're a Nazi, but this is actually true this time. You are on the Axis side. You can't say that, can you? You can't say that.
No.
Can I get you to go down and have a closer look at the old Axis things? Let me know when you're there, and I'll switch over to your screen, mate.
Yeah, happy to go now.
There you go. Have a look at what...
It looks to be setting up quite a wall.
That is an intricate set of barricades. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. They're all level 1s, are they? They're all level 1s. It's okay. That's okay. Any barbed wire
Well, you
going
don't
up
really
yet?
need anything much more than that.
That's true.
Level 3 bunkers would be pretty good, but they probably just conserving their supplies until they build the wall.
Absolutely. I'm just going to switch over to my screen now, mate. It does look like the allies have gone for a system of barbed wire. There is a bunker in the middle of there. It looks delicious. Looks like they might be upgrading that to potentially a level 3. We'll see how they go with that. That is quite the system of barbed wire that's going up. Look at them. That is genuinely exciting to see what the Axis do to deal with that. How about your side, mate? Are you in position again?
Yeah, I'm the same spot.
Excellent.
So they're still just building up the walls. I reckon they're going to build up the walls and then put the barbed wire around it once they build up the hard fortifications.
Yeah, potentially. It is a great wall. Potentially to keep the rabbits out. Oh god, yeah, we did that. I promise never to say that ever again. Yep. I'm not even a dad. So still not much. It does look like the Allies have gone absolutely ballistic with this barbed wire.
There is one
Have a look at
engineer.
this.
Oh, yep. I do have one engineer heading up more towards the Allied side.
I'm going to switch over to your.
What he's doing now?
I'm going to switch over to your screen and.
He's placing some mines.
Oh, good.
He's back now. Yep.
Are we allowed to do that? I don't know. I get the feeling that mostly anything's going to go, and mostly anything goes. Welcome anybody that's joining the stream. We have the go ahead. We get to do this live. This is actually live on the Big D servers right now. This is probably the only time we're ever going to be able to do this, so enjoy it whilst it lasts. We've got Blue Rose Jelly in the chat. Noppers, good evening, sir. I'm listening whilst putting children to bed. Say goodnight for them from me. Don't. That'd be super weird. Noppers, thank you very much for joining in. Please don't make me laugh too much. Think of the children. Why don't you ever think of the children? I'm going to switch back over to your screen now, Igniclus, if you're set.
Yep. The Axis seem to have built or put the blueprint down for a fuel node, which I'm very confused about. Considering that there's no use for any tanks,
Look,
unless they plan to exchange the fuel for more munitions or manpower, but I don't see that being too useful.
Good. They're going for the Settlers of a Catan approach to defences. Excellent.
They have started to build barbed wire more towards the cemetery now, so not so much as defensive, but more to keep them away from the actual hard defenses, which I believe is actually going to be a much better strategy.
That's actually not a bad call. Let's see how it works out for them. I'm genuinely interested. Both of these sides have had some very different approaches. They're putting down some I'm just going to switch over to the Allies side now, mate. The Allies have put down some anti-tank traps. Given the lack of vehicles in this game, I don't know how effective they're going to be.
If they put an anti-tank trap, like AT mine next to an AP mine, it has a much wider explosive radius, so they might be looking at shooting their own AP mines to blow up a larger chunk of area.
But they put down tank traps. You know those big cross things you see in Saving Private Ryan?
Tank traps.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Yep.
I don't know. I'm interested to see how this works out for them. If you have a look at my screen at the moment, I will get a little bit closer for you.
Oh, yes, on the actual hard point. Yep.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, interesting. It's going to make it harder for them to shoot out.
I do like that they've... Yeah, absolutely. I do like that they've got the supply truck running supplies backwards and forwards. That's good. Noppers says... Noppers tells me that fuel goes well with orange juice, or so I hear. Too morbid? You are hovering over a cemetery. Yeah, that's very true. This is Friday the 13th. Anything goes. I'm going to switch back to Igniclus's KM for a sec. Let's go.
I'm just looking at the actual main battlefield right now. Having a look at both sides of the defense at the same time.
Magnificent. It looks like we almost might be ready to get underway. Defenses are mostly set up. There is quite a lot of smoke going on in the Ally side. I don't know what they're worried about, but they're putting a second line of barbed wire up. Barbed wire. I don't know why I said that so weirdly, but they're putting a second line of barbed wire up.
I think they should look at building barbed wire more towards the graveyard side. It will make it a bit harder for them to enter into that area, but I don't see many plays happening in the cemetery itself. I see mostly it's going to be trying to flank from the north or south.
No, that's very true.
But the barbed wire around their own garrison like that is going to make it extremely hard for them to leave that area and then go on the attack.
That's true. That's true. Are they allowed to go behind the hedge, behind the point? I'm actually not too sure. Right.
They're not allowed to go east or west of their respective garrisons.
So you're absolutely right. That's going to make it hard for them to push out through their own defences. Look at that. Yes. Jads looks like he's set down another set of mines. Genuinely interesting play. I don't know whether that's in the rules, but we're going to let it slide. We're going to let him slide on that way. Welcome anybody else that's joining the live stream. We are playing a little something different today. This is Friday Night Fights on the Big D servers. This is a close combat battle. The idea is we are, on Friday the 13th, fighting over the cemetery. They've had a little bit of time to set up defences. You can see that the allies here have put up a lot of barbed wire. And if I switch over to Igniclus over there, it looks like he's going to have a look at the... I was on Igniclus. Never mind. If you look at mine, the allies have put a bunch of barbed wire around their garrison to try and protect it. Igniclus, can I get you to head over and have a look at the... have a closer look at the defences for the Axis side, please.
Yep, done.
Let's scooch over there and see what he's looking at. Magnificent. They've opted for a one line of barricades and a little bit of a bunker in there. Two very different approaches. And as Igniclus was saying, they have put some barbed wire a lot closer to the cemetery. Team still milling around. It looks like most of the building seems to be finished. We'd expect this match to start going. Well, let me get a slightly bird's eye view and we can see what the hell's going on. Oh, here you go. That was a little janky, but let's go with this. There you go. It looks like the fight has started. The good guys has pushed up straight into the cemetery. He is with Plushaduck. Blah, blah. That name sounds weird in my mouth.
Another rule to note that's just been set over text chat as well is that there is no rockets to be allowed.
Oh, there are no rockets. That's probably going to be fairly important.
And they're also saying satties, so I'm assuming that means satchels.
No satchels,
so
no rockets.
Satchels to get to their, especially the Allied garrison right now. That's actually going to be...
Yeah, absolutely it is. Noppers, you bringing up the name tags at that longer distance? Dude, I am. I can actually see them. I know it's going to be a little difficult on the stream, but we can see people. We can see the name tags. Gigawatt, welcome to the stream, mate. We are casting. It is live, which is a rare occurrence for live casting. We have had the green light to do this one live because they're such short battles that it shouldn't matter too much. Gigawatt, welcome, brother.
And mostly importantly is that the enemy know where the enemy garrison is.
Yeah, absolutely. The garrisons are set. They can put up OPs. There is an OP area. Is that within the cemetery itself?
Just anywhere within the play area.
Oh, they can put OPs anywhere within the play area. There you go.
Yep.
The play area, if you can bring up your map for me, Igniclus, we're going to compare the maps and see what we're looking at in terms of this fight. Are you good to go?
1 second. I'm trying to see if I can zoom into the exact play area. There we go.
There you go. Let's get up this map. Let's have a look at the two maps side by side. The play area is around this area right here. It sounds like the battle started, so let's jump out of the map, and I'm going to go back to my screen, and we're going to see what we can see from this angle. It looks like Marmy the Cat is pushed straight up the guts. He's sitting behind a tombstone in the middle of the cemetery at the moment. The Axis side are sort of, they're pushing around this north, whilst the Allies have chosen the south as their preferred route.
And the Axis only have one person defending the south at the moment. And they've been killed.
Absolutely.
It's going to be very interesting. They do have an MG facing the southern side, so that should hold out back any advances there.
It does look like most of the Allied forces that have been trying to move around that south side have been dealt with. Jads for the Axis is very, very deep. It looks like he's up alongside that wall on cemetery. I don't know whether he knows that Sammy and Joshua Tree and Magical Arab are just on the other side of the wall to him. Surely he can hear that.
I've got super
And
no rules
Mommy the cat is starting the bush. Yep.
setting straight through the center of the cemetery, but it's just been taken out by elemental.
He's just got brutally murdered by Elemental. Well done, Elemental. Lieutenant Dixon beating a hasty retreat. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm sure it's important. It does look like the Axis do have a slight number advantage around this southern wall. They've just taken out Hubert. Tomcats and Flowers have just taken out Hubert. Jelly Bear, oh, she also goes down to those two lads. The Whiskey Man, he does have a machine gun. He's going to have to be the one to save it. He has taken out Tomcat. Delicious. This southern side is proving to be quite the battlefield. The Whiskey Man has just gone to he's just gone to town. Hip firing that machine gun like a boss. The good thing about them getting around this southern wall is they should have a good angle of attack on the rest of the Axis forces that are straight up that left side on our screens of Cemetery. What are you looking at the moment? What are you looking at the moment?
As well. I'm looking at seeing Flint and 17 Jaeger trying to push back into the south and re-establish dominance there as well.
I'm just going to flick over to your screen.
They've actually made quite a good effort getting back here. But the Allies have been pushing up straight through the center.
Magnificent. Jeez, I tell you what, the Allies have got a bit of a toehold on Cemetery at the moment. They don't have that north side covered though. So if the Axis is able to push around there, they should get some good shots on the lads that are pushed into Cemetery. Yeah, Gigawatt. Apologies, I am commentating. So
Jelly Bear.
Apologies if I don't respond to chat.
Covering the south side as well.
Jelly Bear, can we get a shot of Jelly Bear? I'm going to switch back to me for the overall look. Can I get you to have a look at what Jelly Bear's doing? And we're going to follow her for a little bit. She is a damn good friend of the stream and a good streamer herself. You can catch her on Blue Rose Jelly at Twitch TV.
I'm following the three Allied members pushing up the south side. Kashkar Link is the only one that's will be actively being able to defend this area.
I'll tell you what, the Allies have absolutely dominated that cemetery area at the moment. The Axes have been absolutely pushed back behind the Great Wall. They're pushed back to their garrison. It looks like Flint, nobody's noticed. He's got straight through. Elemental's going to have to deal with him on the left-hand side of our screen. Do you have a good shot of...
Clink just took out the three attacking Allies on the southern flank.
Good Lord, Zesty King was able to deal with it eventually. It looks like a lot of that assault from the Allies is being taken out at the moment by the Axis forces from their heavily fortified garrison area. I'm not going to lie, Nicholas. I was wondering how long these matches would take. I was absolutely wondering how long these matches would take. We could be in for a long one. It doesn't look like either side is able to push past the...
Allies have pushed past through the cemetery and are now attacking the fortifications of the Axis.
They absolutely are, but there's only 4 of them left at the moment. And they're up around that north side, to the right-hand side of our screen, if you're watching at home. There was a bit of a Axis assault coming there. Joshua Tree is being backed up by Dingo Pup. It looks like he's been mostly able to deal with it so far, but it is just the 2 of them left. Sammy D looks like he's moving around that side now to try and assist. A little bit of a lull in combat. That's a spawn way from the well-placed OP. The Whiskey Man, Magical Arab, and Hubert. Hubert just eats! I assume that was an anti-personnel mine. And it looks like most of that allied assault on that... Good Lord, what side is that?
Yeah,
that is the west side.
The center. The allied assault through the center just got squashed. But they have reset dominance down the south as well now.
Absolutely. Can I get you to jump in and have a look? Find me some squad-based action. We'll head over to you, Nicholas, and get people a closer look at what's going on.
I'm just switching over to the Guy 23 is covering the south.
Yep. Let me switch over to you. There you go.
Kashkar Clink has moved up as well, but we've got Zesty King, Emma Hots, and Jelly Bear, and Wemold coming in now as well.
That south side.
The guy down the south has set up his machine gun and should be able to squash any attack
Funny,
the
I heard you
Allies.
say the guy. I'm like, which guy? No, the guy's literal name is the guy 23.
That
There
guy
you
23.
What guy are you talking about? It's like when you're listening in squad chat and people go, "There's an enemy over there." Where the hell were you talking about?
Well, someone just used a satchel and a rocket, which are not part of the rules.
I didn't see who it is. I guess they're going to get away with it this time. Jelly's taking some fire. That's not good. Somebody save Jelly. Somebody keep her alive. I feel like she needs to help with this push. I'll tell you what, the numbers-wise, there are a lot of Axis dead at the moment, mate. Like, a lot of Axis
Yes,
dead.
they've completely lost all dominance in the cemetery and the south side.
That was a big spawn
This
wave.
is going to be pretty much just sitting on the defense point and holding off the attack.
Let me switch over to the bird's eye view here. This is what we're looking at. The Allies have absolutely taken control of the cemetery. The Axis have been pushed back. Flint is doing his best to be the lone man pushing up. He's going to be supported by Soups No Rules. Danny on Bundy, welcome. Narfoller, Frank, welcome back to the stream, my friend. Welcome, everyone. We are live casting this. This is Friday Night Fights. This is a close quarters battle on the Big D servers. It is Friday the 13th. We are, of course, fighting over the cemetery. There are a bit of a change in rules. These guys had about 10 minutes to set up defenses, and now it is the first one to take out the opposition, Gary. Ooh, nice. Enjoy. So apologies, I won't be responding to chat as much as I usually like to. I've disabled all the channel points redeems, except for a couple of spicy ones. But lads, enjoy. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you along. And apologies, Nicholas. What did I miss when I was so rudely distracted by chat?
We've got Cortex sitting on the northern boundary at the moment, trying to get a flank. Or he might actually be pushing out of the area now. But he's trying to get a flank on the Allies, especially that machine gun that's sitting back on the defense point as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what. Has anybody noticed Cortex?
I
Cortex?
don't believe so.
Cortex could have the jump. Can I get you to jump down and follow Cortex? We're going to follow him in and see whether he can get this sneaky push around onto the point. Let me know when you're good and we'll switch over to you.
Yeah, I'm behind him now. He's pushing up onto the Allies. Oh, no, he's been noticed.
He has been noticed. That's all right. We got there just too late. Dead man looks to be onto me. He absolutely was. Tattoo. Nah, follow. Just Big D. Yeah, that is a very good question, Narfoller. Tattoo, I'll let you deal with him. I'm going to switch back to mine so we can see the bird's eye view. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Pardon me.
You are obviously pardoned, my friend. It does look like, for the most part, the Allies almost lost their dominance of the cemetery. They are starting to push back, assuming they had just had a few spawn waves come in. They are still dominating that south side. Can I get you to jump down on that south side, regardless of who's there, and just have a look at the terrain down there, Nicholas? We're going to have a look at why they've got such an advantage down that south side.
For the Allies.
For the Allies, yeah.
It could be anyone's advantage. There's not really too much to utilize except for a one mound in the terrain. And anyone could use that.
If you're having a look at it now, I'm going to switch over to you. Here you go, my friend. Look, you're absolutely right.
It's just that one mound. The Allies could utilize this Belgian gate here as defense, but that's just been placed by the Axis, so
that's
what
smart.
Opted to use. Yeah.
That's smart. Using the enemy's defenses against them. I'm going to switch back to my screen.
Oh, the Whiskey Man just died.
Disappointing. Righto, the Axis have quite the numbers around the north side at the moment, my friend. Zesty King is sitting in and among it. Hopefully he can get some kills and fight off this Axis push. Because it's just him, Marmy the Cat, and Lieutenant Dixon at the moment, sitting around on that north side. The Axis could, if they like, they could have a bit of a push going on here.
Zesty King was taking on 4 of the Axis then. Got 1, but he still got killed by Sullivan.
Oh, Flowers just going down to Lieutenant Dixon.
Was getting very close to the Axis stronghold.
I'll tell you what, there is a bit of a lull in combat. The reason for that is basically everybody walked in, shot each other, and it was like a Reservoir Dog style situation because everyone is currently dead. Looking like we're getting some spawn waves in coming from the Allies now. You'd expect that spawn wave to come from the Axis forces soon. There you go. There's a few lads moving up now. Tell you what, the Allies' ability to just keep throwing numbers seems to be helping them at the moment. I'll tell you what, it could still be anyone's game. I am seeing a good little push along that north side, left side of our screen, ladies and gentlemen, from the Axis forces. They seem to be content at the moment to sort of hold down that little walled courtyard, potentially to hold off any Allied assault that will be coming from that side. But I think the biggest worry the Axis have is from the south side again. Aimhots, Warmold, Red Dragon, Sammy D and Zesty King are pushing up that side again.
It does seem as if the Allies have taken the favour of the south side while the Axis have taken the favour of the north.
Absolutely. I do wonder whether we'll see some sort of trade in bases at some stage. That would be ideal for this match, is if both teams manage to take out their garrisons the opposition garrisons simultaneously, and it was a fight to the last man. That would make me genuinely happy. What are you looking at the moment, IgniclusMedia, and is there anything worth having a look at?
I'm just admiring the aerial view from straight, like bird's eye view from straight up.
Magnificent.
And just seeing where all the dots are.
Let's have a look. Good lord, it actually looks like an RTS when you look at it like that, doesn't it?
100%. So there was one Axis sniper down south at that broken truck, but he's just been killed. But as you can see, the Allies have been taking a strong favour of the south and the centre.
Gigawatts just said in chat, put a Gary up in that courtyard. So the rules of this game are slightly different from normal Hell Let Loose. They're slightly different from normal Hell Let Loose. You can't build any Garys. You can only build OPs. So no spawn points for the entire team. You can only build one for your squad. And the idea is we've got 2 garrisons, 1 on each side, and that's what we're fighting over. Not allowed to flank outside the area. Now,
yep. In the center of all those barricades and barbed wire, that's where the enemy, like the garrisons for their respective team are. And that's their main objective, is to get to the enemy garrison, lock it out.
Absolutely, IgniclusMedia. Righty, let me switch back. It does look like the Allies are pushing through the cemetery again. Let me get back to the casting cam. There you go. We are flying over. I'll tell you what, every time they make it past that cemetery wall, they seem to be running into resistance.
It's very much a stalemate kind of play at the moment.
Absolutely.
Like no one's really making any ground.
Let me just pan over this way a little bit. Mirage 1172. Is he still in the play area?
Yes, he is not south of that broken truck.
There you go.
This is actually a very good player by him for hopping down south into that little courtyard.
Can I get you to go
with the hard
follow?
Cover and the hard cover. Yeah, I'm following. And with the hard cover and the concealment of that hedge line.
Absolutely.
So he shouldn't go past this hedge line no more than a meter.
Okay.
So if he moves north now, he should be able to take out the remaining forces on the point. And he might even be able to lock it out.
If he can blitz that could be play of the game. I do have to remind you, we need to pick some man of the matches. At the moment, if Mirage can pull this off, I'd say he'd be a shoo-in for it.
Oh, 100%. There is just one allied defending the point, Dingo Pup.
That is Dingo Pup again. We've called his name out so many times on this stream so far.
All right, Mirage looks like he's making a push now. Dingo Pup is looking in the opposite direction.
I mean,
no,
that's probably...
around. He has not seen him still yet, though. They're both on the other side of the hedges. They should be able to hear each other's footsteps now.
Dingo Pup looks like he's...
Definitely heard.
Dingo
Mirage
Pup looks like...
definitely heard his footsteps.
We're going to move around. I'm going to just... There we are. Mirage is just the other side of that hedge. Dingo Pup, he can hear the footsteps. He knows he's there somewhere. Jeez, Mirage just missed me. Okay, Dingo Pup's gone down. This means, if I pan over this way...
Oh, and he's just hit a mine. That is unfortunate.
I'm going to switch back to your cam now because I'm looking at a bunch of bushes. For those of you playing at home, that was Mirage sneaking the whole way around the edge of the map. Does look like Jad's trying to do the same thing and running into an anti-infantry mine. Get wrecked. Exactly, Tattoo. Get wrecked. I'll tell you what, Mirage is back though. They must... Can I just get you... I'm going to switch over to my screen. Can I get you to have a look at the map? Does Mirage have an OP in that field? Because he has spawned and got back here very quickly. Mirage and Jads have... There you go. That could be absolutely clutch for them. Mirage, Jads, 17 Jaeger, and I just can't make out. They're just Glassen. Of course, it's just Glassen. They've all spawned in. It's going to come down to whether or not Jelly Bears run straight past them. Mirage is taking out the garrison. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's been taken down. That was almost that entire push. They almost got the Gary. Jelly Bear. I'm going to say that was Jelly Bear. Jelly Bear, Sammy D, and Dog. They still haven't noticed.
Still on the point.
They still haven't noticed Just Glass, and he is in a bunch of smoke. Now he's dead. Good lord.
That OP is still down south. So
Absolutely.
they will be able to respawn there. 4 of them right now, pushing back up the south.
There are absolutely.
The allies are going to know that they're coming from that direction, so they're going to set up defenses that way. Dingo Pop is looking down south.
Can I get you to keep an eye on this battle? Can I get you to keep an eye on this battle? Yeah, I'm going to switch over to your screen. Let's have a look at it from your point of view. I'm going to head up and see what the rest of the battle's doing. For the viewers out there, the rest of the battle, it does look like the allies have been holed up in their HQ now. There isn't much of a push going the rest of the match. Red Dragon and Hubert are pushing out, but that seems to be, with Sammy D on the left-hand side, that seems to be the extent of the push from the allies at the moment. Plenty of arty smoke going down.
Should be able to see their OP very shortly.
Let me get down there.
South, but he's not. No. As you can see, their OP is right here.
Absolutely, it is. Jag Panther, he's got out there. Just Glassing and Mirage have just spawned. Let's see. It looks like Just Glassing, instead of going for the point, which is what you'd expect from him, is looking down Jag Panther. Jag Panther taking out Cortex. Delicious. Well done. And Just Glassing taking out Jag Panther. Panzer?
Panzer. Elemental now. Dingo Pup's seen the OP.
Hopefully he's calling that out to the rest of the team. I'm going to get a slightly different view and move over to my camera just quickly. There we go. Mirage still doing some work. Elemental is running straight out there. No, he's not. He's coming back around to kill Mirage. Elemental taking out Mirage. Is that OP still there? Is that OP still there?
It is still currently there.
Yep, that whole side. Yep.
It is locked out, or not locked out, but it's pinging that enemies are close. So they know that the enemies are pushing down towards the OP now.
It is going to be a fight between Jagged Panzer, and 17 Jaeger. They're the other side of the hedge from each other. I don't know whether they know they're there. Dingo Pup looks like he's still trying to push out and take out that OP. Nah, follow. Yeah, I'm loading into Narf. Frank, welcome to the Big D servers. Obviously the highest quality of Hell Let Loose gameplay. Obviously. It is good to have you back, mate.
Moved the OP again.
70 Jaeger is in. I don't know whether they've seen it. I'm going to move in. I'm going to move in and have a quick look at that. 17 Jaeger is taking down the Gary. He's taken out by Wormold. I'll tell you what, the Axis have been sneaky. I've always said this about Nazis. Noppers, this is a specific community event people registered for. It absolutely is. You can go over to bigd.com, and I think this one was open to the public, wasn't it?
Oh, whether Gumby has now allowed satchels and rockets for the last 10 minutes of the game.
Has he now? All right, excellent.
This is going to be very interesting.
Satchels, rockets are now in play. Mirage and Jads, they are pushing on. They are absolutely pushing on this garrison. 17 Jaeger in support. Mirage has just been taken down by Magical Arab. Jads looks like he's into point. He should be moving up on that. Can I get you to keep an eye on that? I'm going to move over and have a quick look at what's happening with the rest. I'm moving over to your cam. When you say you're ready.
Second. Yeah, ready.
There you go. We're switched over to you. I'm going to have a look at, I'll tell you what, Charmandork has moved in. Is that I think that's the Axis Gary down. We did miss that. We were so focused on the Allies, Gary. That is...
Both Garys are down.
Both Garys are down. It is now a fight to the death. I'll tell you what, Cortex has taken down Charmandork and Sammy D. X is the sniper out on the left-hand side, the guy, and that is the extent of the players alive for the Axis forces. This is a fight to the death. Charmandork, I believe, has just been taken down. The guy...
Shock is saying GG that the Allies won.
There you go. GG. That is a good game. Thank you very much. I think we've got another game coming up. The map has been changed, so bear with us. I'm going to go back to our post-game, and we're going to get straight back into this match as soon as the next one started. Dude, that was actually fun.
Oh, my.
It went for a bunch longer. I feel like the current meta for close combat, Hell Let Loose, is that you genuinely have to sneak around. You have to hold off the front and sneak around and get just that one person in to take out the Gary. It seems to be what's been working for them.
Yeah, 100%. They, Mirage and his squad put constant pressure on the Allies, which should have brought them back a little bit from the attack. Yeah. But they still came up with the win. I'm very, very, very much confused by that.
Yeah, I know. There are some very good lads that are playing on this game. Lots of them play in the old BPL. If you haven't watched BPL, Noppers is the commentator for that. He does a damn good job of bringing some of the best competitive Hell Let Loose gameplay. That's all played on the Big D servers.
I'd like to also point out that Tattoo just posted a link to the Big D Discord in the chat.
Absolutely.
So if you want to play any events like this, feel free to join that Discord. There's event staging, there's events Discord chat channels that pretty much every week, maybe every second week, there's always something on.
Yep. I think they play squad as well. It is a genuinely good place to hang out. Have a look at some of the clans that are playing. First time chat from Kimochi. Pleasure. Divide and conquer. Dude, I feel like somebody should do a tactical treatise. Am I even saying that right? Somebody should do some sort of tactical video on this and how to do squad-based combat, because I think it'd be great. Welcome to the chat. Welcome anybody else that's watching. This is me drinking a water for once. And out of a bottle and not a shoe.
Because the center point, or not the center point, the tactical point is cemetery, the map is re-rolling until we get one that's not cemetery. So if you're very confused by why it's constantly changing maps, that is why.
Admins are all over it. That looks like this could be a goer. Cemetery is not a point. I'm going to spawn in, grab myself a cheeky little armor squad so we can get the camera back. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I promise I'll be back in 2 secs. Locked squad. There we go. 7 seconds to spawn in. Let me know when your camera's going, and we'll get into this second match. Let me know when you found it.
Good.
You good? All right, I'm going to switch over to you now. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the second match. Enjoy the second match. I'm hoping it is as good as the first. Here you go, mate. Looking at your screen at the moment.
Because there's still going to be a bit of time before they build up the defenses, build up the garrisons, and get everyone ready as well. So there's Crash Marine in a tank squad, taking a truck right now.
Excellent.
And Weathered Gumby, which is the both the admins and the coordinator for this match.
I like Crashy. He's a damn good egg. I like lots of the guys that are playing here, but I guess I'm biased. I am doing the trial for OC, so I feel like I've got to be nice to them. Where are we heading? Let me get my camera in the right spot. I've got a little turnaround. Kimochi! Thank you for the follow, my friend. Thank you very much. It is a pleasure to have you along for the ride. We are looking to do more of this casting. We are looking to do more stuff like this as the time goes on. As it goes on, we'll do more. At the moment, we generally play a little bit of Hell Let Loose, but welcome. Thanks for the follow. It is a pleasure to have you along for the ride. Gigawatt, whilst we're waiting for the match to set up, I will start dealing with chat a little bit. Gigawatt, I'm glad I got to see this. Dude, I'm glad you got to see this too. It is always a pleasure to have you along. I don't have my good egg button. Can one of you subscribers please chuck a little bit of a good egg for Gigawatt in the chat for me? I don't care if it's Gigawatt. You can do it yourself as well, and I will accept that. Noppers, but I'm not casting. I know Noppers isn't casting. Your current casters are. If you're watching this live, obviously you're watching Traumastoo. This is hopefully
because you're here.
Yeah, right. But somebody could be watching it later. Talwyn, Tal with a good egg. Thank you very much. Welcome, my friend. We are doing something a little different. I hope you're having a damn good night down in Tasmania, and it's a pleasure to have you along. IgniclusMedia is my co-commentator. You can get him at Twitch TV, twitch.tv/IgniclusMedia__. It looks like most of the lads have spawned in now. What we'll be doing is just getting up the garrisons on each side.
We still have to wait for the access to capture St. Mary Glace as center point, so they can effectively build a garrison.
Needs to increase nameplate distance. I thought I did. I thought it was up as high as it can go. Let me have a look.
Is it mine that you're talking about?
Oh, yeah, yours. So what I'll do is, give me 2 secs. I'll just switch into my camera so we can look at what we're fighting over. You've got to change nameplate occlusion up from 15% to a gajillion %. I'm glad you guys figured out how to do the different cameras thing. Dude, I think it works really well. I'm genuinely impressed. Sorry, Noppers, but I'm what's known as El Stupido. You guys can hear Igniculus, right? I haven't been talking to myself this entire time, have I? Or have I just been talking over everyone? Whoop, didn't need to do that. Not really. All right, let me turn him up. Let's get a bit of a sound check now, please, Igniculus.
How am I sounding now? Yeah, Gigawatt can hear me.
Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Sorry. Gigawatt's a good egg. She's got much better ears than Gigawatt.
Yeah.
We can hear him, but louder would be better. Louder is better, and I've turned him up. Let me know how that goes. Obviously, we haven't done this too often. As in, this is the first time we have ever live streamed this. Welcome. This is the inaugural stream. Exciting, right? So, welcome. Stuff like this is going to happen. If that is the only technical glitch that happens, I will be genuinely surprised. Genuinely surprised, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, it makes you go deaf, not blind. Oy, that was a little fast on the camera. We're going to start scooching around. Just so you guys know, we have changed sides. So now, on my stream, the red guys will be the Axis forces. The blue guys, the red guys will be the allies. The blue guys will be the Axis forces. So we've swapped that around.
That's not going to get confusing at all.
It's getting confusing for me, and I will get that wrong about a billion times. I feel like I should just...
You and me both.
Yeah, I feel you. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this. This is definitely something different for the channel, but something we're looking to get into a little more. I hope you're enjoying it, and feel free to drop any suggestions you like. I am always open to improving things. We've got some very good lads watching. Noppers, Tattoo was hanging around before. Kimuchi with the follow. It is a damn pleasure to have you, my friend. We're just waiting for them to get it set up. What they will have a little bit of time at the start to set up defenses. We know this. You guys now know this. Gigawatt seems like a damn good time. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. You know, I've always said this. You're a damn good egg, and it is always a pleasure to have you by. I'll tell you what is good though. The same colors are still the same teams for me, which is good. Jelly Bear is still blue, and that makes me happy. Noppers, I'm going to send you some mini images too, and I'll chat to you about the icons display thing. I am more than welcome. I'm more than happy to have a chat to literally everything. This is a great way to start my day. This is a great way to end my day. Time zones and geography, obviously not my strong point, but you know what? Pleasure to have each and every one of you. Narf. Okay, I've joined Discord. Excellent. Welcome, Narf. Gigawatt.
One thing that I'd like to see done by the Axis right now is placing the garrison in a level 2, level 3 bunker.
Oh, because they can do that, can't they?
They have the ability to do that, but they didn't. They just built the garrison then.
What do you do? Noppers, basically, there's a way of getting little icons on the screen for the viewers to see at all times who's... That's not a bad idea. I'll have a chat to you about it, and we'll improve that for next time. Obviously, we're improving. If we're not constantly improving, something's gone horribly wrong. It does look like defenses are starting to put up. Can I get you to focus on the Allied forces? The blue guys for you, IgniclusMedia. And I'll switch over to your cam when you're set up, and we're going to have a look at what they're setting up, what devious traps they're putting up for the Axis when they attack. Let me know when you're good, mate.
Yeah, good. They look like they're doing the similar strategy of placing just a wall of barricades, but they've also got some barbed wire up in the north. So I'm not sure if this is a lack of communication or what.
That's unlikely.
We'll see how it plays out.
Let's have a look at the team. I'm just going to have a quick look at the teams and see how we're doing for this second match. Obviously, we've still got Jelly Bear in for the Axis side now. Red Dragon and Hubert make up Baker Squad. Charlie Squad's going to be the Whiskey Man from Foy Boys, Zesty King from Emu War Veterans, the newly created clan. Very good name. It is potentially... I know I'm doing a trial for only clans, and I know I shouldn't say it, but Emu War Veterans might be my favourite clan name. There, I said it. Yeah,
but they lost to the Emus.
Yeah.
So how good can they be?
I know. If you haven't Googled the Great Emu War, do yourselves a favour. It is a stain, an absolute stain on Australia's history. But look that one up. Magical Arab from Emu War Veterans and Marmy the Cat from Foy Boys is the guys with clan tags in the Charlie Squad. We also have Dingo Pup from NRD, Just Fierce, the man, the myth, the legend himself from OC, Lieutenant Dixon and Joshua Tree also from OC, Dead Man, Sammy D, Wormald. It looks like they have spread out. They're doing something a little different this time. It looks like they're spread out into multiple squads. They have single-person squads all the way down the board. There you go.
Yeah, so the tactic is just trying to get as many engineers as possible at the moment.
That is very true.
As many defenses as they can as quickly as possible.
That is very true. Let me just set up my camera. Let's do this. Let's go have a look at what the Axis forces are doing. There we go. Let's start panning. I'll tell you what. They don't seem to be setting up anything at the moment. Oh, there we go.
We've started. I think there's a lack of communication at the moment.
We've started to get a few defenses put down.
By the Axis?
By the Axis forces. They've started. I've seen one blueprint for a Belgian gate go down. I'm assuming they're just milling around. I'm assuming the squad chat down there will be going absolutely ballistic with about 40 different ideas. All right, that Belgian gate is not going to be built there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any blueprints for the Axis at the moment.
From chat, Kamuchi has said, man, haven't seen those veterans play normal games anymore. Glad to see they still play. Absolutely. Obviously, they haven't let the defeat to the Emus get to them.
Now they're starting to build some barricades.
Now they are. Look at that. We're starting to get up to it. I'm going to switch over to you if you've got your camera set, mate, for the Allies side.
Yep.
There we go. Switch over to you. Let's see. I think the Allies are advanced. Good Lord. Look at that. They've actually started to build up their Great Wall again. It was a tactic that didn't work for them last time, but I'm genuinely interested to see how it works out this time. Noppers, barricades and defenses placed with zero military relevance. Yep, that is very true. I feel like this would be a totally different game with you playing or any of the other military lads, but you know what? I think it looks like they're having a good time anyway, so you know what? I'm all for it. Gigawatt.
As you can see here,
yep.
Mirage knows the best attack was from down the south.
Absolutely.
That was starting to build some barricades and some barbed wire there to sort of squash that sort of a front.
Absolutely. That's where he put the OP down last time, that essentially almost it let them get the garrison down at the same time as the other side. But yeah, he's making sure that's not going to be an angle of attack for them. It seems like team commentary is breaking down over here. Dude, I'll tell you what it is. Kimuchi, Axis team might be just having a panic attack before doing stuff. Yep, as many of the guys, many people have panic attacks, and I feel like they're just taking a breather. They have got some defenses up now. So I'm going to switch over to my screen again, Nicholas, and we're going to have a look at what they're doing. There is some level 3 barricades there. Good lord, they've gone to town with that stuff. It does seem a bit of a hodgepodge. Far fewer barbed wire, far less barbed wire this time, but they are putting some barbed wire, as you told us last time, Nicholas, they are putting some barbed wire across that cemetery area. If you're just joining us, firstly, welcome. It is a pleasure to have you on the live stream. Secondly, if you want to know what's going on, feel free to ask. Obviously, this isn't a regular Hell Let Loose game. This is a Big D event. It is an event on the Big D servers. This is Friday Night Fights. We're playing a close quarters battle, as it is Friday the 13th. We are fighting over the cemetery at St. Mary. There are a few different rules in place. So feel free to ask questions. If you go, why are they doing that? That's weird. Let me know. Oh, that is a level 3 bunker put up by the Axis forces.
I believe the game doesn't start for another 17 minutes.
Another 17 minutes?
Hour. Yeah.
Good lord, they've got 17 minutes to put up stuff. Nicholas, I'm just going to have to explain. Somebody's just popped in chat. Please explain what's going on. So I'm going to switch over to your cam whilst I give a brief explanation on what's going on. So, Black Moon, firstly, thanks for the first time chat, my guy. Pleasure to have you on the stream. Regular Big D server player, but what's happening here, huh? This is Friday Night Fights. Hey, pleasure to have you along, man. Genuine pleasure. Enjoy. This is the first time we're doing this live. We have done a quick pilot, but this is the first time we're doing it live. So bear with all the technical issues. But what we're doing at the moment is close quarters combat. It's a special event on a locked server. This is some of the best lads that play on the Big D servers. Dipstick Troubles, thank you very much for the follow. Let me continue with the explanation. Kimuchi Osan, but couldn't make it. Dude, I would have loved to have you along, mate. I would have loved to have had you along. Let me continue with the explanation. I promise I'll absolutely get there. Close quarters battle. So we're fighting over just the 4 squares around the cemetery. There is a Black Moon. Thanks for the follow. I feel like talking over my emotes and my... obviously, the only downside to following me is you have to listen to me play guitar, which I think is a downside for literally everybody. But you know what? You're a good egg. I love both of you. Pleasure to have you along. So close quarters battle. We're fighting over that. The idea is each team has 1 garrison placed on each side. You can see them to the right and left of Igniclus's screen on stream at the moment. Good egg from Gigawatt. Thank you very much, my friend. They have 20 minutes to set up defenses around that with basically unlimited supplies. And that's what we're in at the moment. When the game starts, there are no more Garys allowed to be put down. So only OPs, and OPs can only be put forward of the Garys, basically. What we do then is we fight to last man standing. So it's kind of a game of trying to take down your opponent's garrison whilst protecting yours and genuinely just murdering as many Nazis as you can, or in the case of the Nazis, murdering the stupid Americans. I hope that explains it. Noppers, you can join these events through the Big D Discord. Absolutely. Join through the Big D Discord. You can see them up on bigd.com. Enjoy. Any more questions, feel free. There are a few other rules. There's no satchels allowed and no rockets. There you go. I'm going to do a shameless plug for me. If you've never followed me, I'm just going to do a little bit of this. This is my Discord. We often hang out, play Hell Let Loose, generally just post the worst memes in the history of the world and pictures of our cats. But that is the Discord. Feel free to join that one. Or, people have got too many Discords. I sort of understand. If I don't see you there, I'm not going to hate you. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. It is a genuine pleasure.
And additionally, this is the Big D Discord posted there. For anyone who wants to jump in and join these special events.
Thank you very much, Igniclus. I feel like I need you guys around keeping me honest like that. That is enough shameless plugging. Actually, it's not, because the other person you follow is my co-host, Igniclus, who you can hear slightly louder than last match, now that I've turned his volume up. You can get him at twitch.tv/... Yeah. Your voice is delicious, and you know it, brother. You can catch him at twitch.tv/IgniclusMedia__. Or you can just, click on his name because he just posted above you. Jiggle, follow Stuart's with it. Thank you very much, Jiggle. I've always said you're far too good to me. You're a wonderful human. We're still in the setup phase. Can I get you... Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to zoom in and have a look at what the Allies have set up, and we're going to do a quick tour of their defenses. So I'm going to switch over to my screen for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Allied defense of their garrison at the moment. Might jump into Big D Discord. Dude, there's often a good bunch of lads there. Feel free to have a look at some of the clans that are going around. Lots of good lads. This is, however, the Axis. This is the Axis defenses. They've gone for level 3 everything. Those engineers are absolutely raking in the experience for this, I assume. I do like that they've got the little Belgian gate just to the left there.
It's not really much point in having defenses behind the garrison. They're not allowed past the garrison.
I wonder though if they're putting them up just in case.
Yeah, you never know.
If you've got a good shot of the allied defenses, I'm going to switch over to you, Nicholas.
Got a good shot, but there's not really much to look at.
Let's have a look. It does look a little Spartan compared to the Axis thing. It does sound like the game might have started.
Yeah. I must have. So they are building defenses all over the place at the moment, so not just one central area like the Axis. So that could work in their favor. So multiple points of defense.
Okay. They've gone with more barbed wire this time, so let's see how this goes. Tipsy Troubles, you absolutely did not need to subscribe, my friend, but thank you very much. This is a thank you from me to you. I have had to tone back the subscriber alerts just a little bit whilst we're casting. It is a pleasure to have you. Ooh, Allies quite stingy with supplies. Dude, they have been. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the game started yet, or that's just people being forcibly redeployed.
I believe it's just random friendly fire, just for fun. They
Absolutely.
Admins haven't called game on yet.
Okay, just random friendly fire. Excellent. There is word we might have a knife-only battle at some stage tonight. I am genuinely looking forward to that. If you guys are too, please stick around. Or, if you're watching this later, scroll to the end so you can see. Don't do that. Watch the whole thing. I like having you here. Kimuchi, they are being a bit stingy with supplies. What's the go with that? The supplies are free. You get unlimited. Build as much as you like. I'll tell you what, though. Mirage... If I have a look at around the top, Mirage is building a bunch of barbed wire around that north side. If I just have a switch over and have a look at that. That is Mirage absolutely fortifying that north side. And that seems to be where the bulk of the attack from the Axis force came last time.
Game has started.
Good eggs deserve a sub, dude. Enjoy those emotes. Game started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are into it. Let me get into a bit better position. They're both pushing out from their garrisons at the moment. Mirage is pushing around that north side with Tomcat 21. Say that really quick. Marmy the Cat and Elemental are going to have to hold them off. Elemental has gone down. Marmy the Cat by himself. Zesty King has taken out Mirage. Mirage, damn good player. And that looked like Deadman. Deadman, one hell of a player playing for OC. He can't do satchels, though, so I don't know what he's going to do this game. He's going to have to figure out how to use his gun. But they've essentially cut off that allied assault down the north side.
I'm very surprised that the Axis aren't trying to favour the south side, because that's what the tactic worked best against them last match.
Absolutely. It worked so well for the Allies. Obviously, we've switched sides, so the Axis is now the Allies. The Allies are now the Axis. There you go. Say that really quick.
It does seem the Axis are still bringing in supply trucks, so they might be still upgrading their defences whilst the game is played.
Lord. less guns, more defenses. I'll tell you what, if you're having a look at my stream now, that looks like the most heavily fortified point I have ever seen in Hell Let Loose. That is genuinely impressive.
Well, 17 Jaeger's making a... Oh, disregard, he just got killed. He was making a pretty good play up through the Axis at the moment, but got a couple of them, and eventually he got found.
Charmandork just going down in the middle of cemetery there. Sparrowfart is now the only Axis soldier on that right side. Hugh Janus, damn good player and a damn good lad if you ever see him on the servers. He is pushing up. Hopefully you can see Sparrowfart. This could be an early end of the game because there is not much that's going to be able to defend Hugh Janus at the moment. It does look like Hubert is now pushing down that right side. Hopefully he gets eyes on Hugh.
So there is a lot of arty smoke for some reason hitting the Allied side.
They are allowed to have... You're right, that is...
They're allowed to have arty smoke.
There is one person on each side allowed to use arty smoke. So it looks like they're using that to good effect. I don't know about you, but me trying to navigate my way out of that circle of barbed wire in the middle of smoke, my computer would sound like a goddamn jet engine.
I could think of better things to do.
Weathered Gumby, thanks for the follow. And can I just say, Weathered Gumby, thanks for setting this up tonight. That is the lad that sorted all this out, made everything happen. Enjoy. Can I get you to jump down and have a look at anything that's happening at squad level? See if you can find something.
Elemental is making a bit of a front now.
Let's have a look over. I'm switch over you.
No, he's just got taken out by 17 Jaeger and Sullivan. But this is pretty much where all the action is happening on the northern side.
Absolutely.
Not really much they're keeping each other at bay down south with Sparrowfart and Flowers. But Sullivan is now currently holding back the Allied... Correction, the Axis advance. Sullivan and Joshua Tree is going to face off in a second. Oh, Joshua Tree. Good play. Takes out two of them.
I'm just going to switch over to my screen momentarily. If we can have a look, this north side is absolutely being dominated. Whoop, we're going to slow that down slightly. Is absolutely being dominated by the Axis forces. Stoop No Rules and Kashi are the only ones left for the Allies. Charmandork, Joshua Tree, and Red Dragon have pushed very, very deep. It's a 2v3. Let's see what comes of this one.
Alright, northern side is actually... correction, southern side is
the
actually
southern side,
pretty hot
yeah.
now.
It's absolutely
Dixon
switched.
and Hubert are now making quite a play.
Joshua Tree, Cash Cow, and Soups No Rules have just taken out that entire Axis assault down that side. I'm going to switch over to you. If you can have a look at that south side for me, I'll switch over to you. Let me know when you're good to go, my friend.
Pretty much everything's just over now. They just eliminated all the Axis assault.
Magnificent.
But they've reinforced the southern side from the Allies with a large number of troops.
That is a big push.
Just Fierce pushing forward in front of everyone else.
Fiercey, whatever you do, I think we're oh Jesus. I'm pretty sure we're contractually obliged to say nice things about him. Well, he's just dead, so I don't have to say.
He has just been melted.
He has been deleted. Those of you that can't see, because we're a little far away at the moment, he is just a pile of little bits at the moment. That'll be the end of Just Fierce's run. 17 Jaeger has managed to push around the edge of that hedgerow, though, and just been taken out by Aim Hots and Joshua Tree. Good defense from the Nazis. From the Nazis, that sounds bad coming out of my mouth. What I'm going to do is call them the Axis forces. There you go. Not much happening in the battle at the moment. Still plenty of arty smoke going on.
Arty smoke's still popping off.
Cashy's just been taken out down that north side. So it does look like Deadman and Sammy D and Lieutenant Dixon are probably going to push forward, see if they can claim that side for the Axis forces. Joshua Tree...
Flowers is just blindly firing into that smoke.
Can I get you to jump
the enemy team, but
can I get you to jump behind him?
Not really effective firing.
Can I get you to jump behind him? I want to have a look at what Flowers is looking at. Let me know when you've got a decent shot.
Yeah, you're on my camera already.
Am I? Excellent.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that was a little bit. Sorry about that.
That's all right, my friend. We're gonna have a little bit. We're gonna have a little bit of jank. It's not always going to be perfect. and welcome anybody else that's joining us. It is a pleasure to have each and every one of you along.
But you should see Red Dragon there.
And it has been taken out. Turns out, I'm going to switch back to my screen whilst you replay. It turns out you can't fire a machine gun for that long. You can't fire a machine gun for that long without giving away your position and letting everybody know where you are. Hubert's just been taken out by Hugh Janus, trying to get around. I've got to stop saying that. Good Lord. Trying to get around that south side. Red Dragon's still alive. Cortex has just spawned in front of him. It does look like Red Dragon's been able to take down Hugh. But the Allies have reinforced that south side. You'd expect them to be able to cope with anything that's coming in from there at the moment. Cortex just going down to Red Dragon. That means Red Dragon does have the run of that south side at the moment. Just Fierce has spawned in. Didn't see who he spawned in with, but he's just been taken out by Red Dragon. Red Dragon absolutely going to town. It looks like the Axes are gonna have the run of this entire south side. Red Dragon taken down by Flowers. Flowers has found himself a much nicer machine gun position. And been taken down already. Good Lord. Do you mind if I just switch back to you? If you've got something juicy to look at, Igniculus?
Looking at the exact same battle down south, but our Menthos has just broken through that barbed wire defense, is now moving down south.
Dragon Panzers look like he's just got in.
East. He's not a squad leader, so he won't be able to put a OP down, unfortunately. Now, the Allies have broken down a truck in that little barrack, that opening for the hedge there. But anyone will still be able to jump over that, though.
They have, but at least it'll give them pause for thought. It'll hopefully hold them up a little bit. This game at the moment is all about the assault from the Axis forces. Kimoshi, great name, dude. He's actually a really good dude. If you play around some of the big D servers, actually a really nice guy as well. He's just died, though, so we don't get to talking about him.
Hubert is a squad lead. He'll be able to put down an OP down this area. He's got the stopwatch out. He's looking to place one.
I'm just going to switch over to my screen for the moment. It does look like Joshua Tree has got in and amongst them with all that smoke. He's being taken down by Plusher Duck. That is Plusher Duck. Flowers was in there for support, and we've got Hoogs with another machine gun. I'll tell you what, the Allies have been absolutely nailing it with the machine guns at the moment.
Hughes is actually making a pretty decent approach onto the garrison now.
Hubert is? Oh, he's just been taken down by spawning.
Yeah, 3 people are spawn camping out at the moment. Unfortunately, so they're going to know that they're going to be camping it, and they're going to be taking them out quick smart.
That is a genuinely terrifying amount of arty smoke on the Allied side at the moment. How anybody can see anything. Cortex going to work there, just been taken down by Red Dragon. Joshua Tree is just off to his right, on the right of our screens. Nuff! That isn't the Nuff from this channel, is it? He hasn't found his way into this game, has he? That's not Narfola, is it? He did point out to me that Narf is just Frank backwards. Blew my mind.
Very good.
Blew my mind. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, there is a good assault. I'm just going to move over there now. There is a good assault on the Allied garrison at the moment. We have Joshua Tree. It's really hard to see those names. Joshua Tree and Hubert. It looks like they pushed in. I can't tell whether they've taken out that Gary. Can you switch to your Matt? Can you tell me, have they taken out the garrison?
Yes, they have.
Absolutely, that's it.
The garrison has been taken out.
That's probably going to mean the end of this game. It looks like the Allied garrison has been taken out by that push by Hubes. And I said it not 3 minutes ago, but I've already forgotten that guy's name. Tattoo? Yeah, it is. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. So it's just a matter of wiping up the rest of the Allied forces. Those of you that don't know, that is 2 victories in a row. Once on the Allied side, once on the Axis side by this team. It's been another good game, Nicholas.
It's been very dominated by the one team at the moment.
Absolutely. Can I get you to close in on Mirage, please? We're going to watch his last stand, see if he can take out no fewer than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 Axis troops he's got to take down. Let me know when you're on Mirage, and I'll switch to you.
Well, the Admin has called good games, so Mirage is staying stationary at the moment.
Okay. They've called good game. That is genuinely amazing. That was another good game. Let's get to our poster. It's going to be this one. Let me choose the right one. Dude, this has been genuinely good fun. I wasn't too sure what I was getting myself into when we, at the last minute, got asked to cast this because we were all set up and ready to go. But this has been fun. Have you been enjoying yourself, Nicholas?
Oh, very much. Did you actually see who was that took out the garrison on that last game there?
I was
I think
one
it might
of
have been
them.
Just Fierce.
Fiercey was up there, wasn't it? I'm gonna have to look back at the replay. I didn't
Fiercey
see.
is up there at the moment. He's still dead on the ground where the garrison was.
Yeah, let me
But
go.
I'm not too sure who it actually was there.
I did literally just say the names, but I've completely forgotten. I know Joshua Tree was up there. It was either him or I'm assuming it was Just Fierce with him. You know what? I can't remember them all. All right, map's changing. Looks like we're going to have another one, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Time for some more shameless plugs. These are all being played on the Big D servers. You can sign up for matches like this on Big D or join the Discord, bigd.com, or join the Discord. That's where the sign-out sheets are. Feel free. And it'd be a pleasure to play with you guys. It would be a genuine pleasure. You can also catch me. I'm assuming if you're watching this live, you're already watching twitch.tv/Traumastoo. You can catch my co-host. There he is. Look at that beard. Is it not glorious? You can catch him at twitch.tv/IgniclusMedia__. You got to remember the underscore bits. Otherwise, you're going to get some other Igniclus and he's not going to be as good. There, I said it. He's not going to be as good.
I don't think there's any other Ignicluses that stream. There is 2 other accounts, one with 1 underscore and one with none.
Are we just waiting?
They're unused, actually.
Are we just waiting for them to drop off so we can steal it? Is that what we're doing?
I am, 100%.
Yeah. Just every week you jump on and go, is it being used? No, it isn't. We're re-rolling the map. If you haven't been here before, what we need to do is keep re-rolling this map, keep spawning into a new map until Cemetery is not one of the points.
There you go. One more round, no ID smoke.
One more round. Weathered Gumby, thank you very much for running this. Pleasure to have you around these parts, mate. No arty smoke. I feel like that was like the deciding factor in that last one. That amount of... my GPU hates it. You could hear it chugging from here. It sounded like some sort of jet engine.
It's about to take off.
Yeah, it hasn't taken off, and we can keep streaming. Can confirm. Looks like this will be the one, so I'm going to grab myself a little cheeky armor
map
squad.
was changed again.
Was it?
I believe they want to swap sides.
Oh, okay. Guaranteed, this will take about 14 different rerolls until we can get into position with them on the right side, and Cemetery not as the point. I wait with bated breath. I don't even know what that means, but I say it a lot. Spawning. There we go. This one's going to work.
Never good.
I'm going to grab myself a little armor squad, and we're going to keep casting. We're going to keep casting until they decide to stop playing. We're going to keep doing this. Give myself time to spawn in. Deploying. Enhance. Admin cam. Turn off the highlights. There you go. Turn off the little thing that says admin cam. Because I'm pretty sure you guys are already aware, right? Let's go find it. Where's Cemetery? There it is. I genuinely appreciate them putting down an observe mark so I don't have to look at where it is. Let's go get ourselves a genuinely good bird's eye view and wait for the rest of the teams to spawn in. There it is. That's what we're fighting over, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday the 13th. So that's what we're doing. We are fighting over the Cemetery in a close quarters battle. If you've been watching, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. If you haven't been watching and you're going, what in God's name's going on? Why aren't they using tanks? This is Hell Let Loose. Please feel free to ask. This time, no arty smoke allowed. I'm assuming that means no arty smoke, no satchels, and no rockets.
So the satchels and rockets will be allowed at 10 minutes left of the game as well.
I like that. I like the idea of having that amount of chaos at the end. That was a very good decision. Oh, there we go.
Now he's waiting for the defenses and everything to be built up again.
Does look like It does look like we have a bunch of lads still playing. These games are going to keep continuing until you guys stop playing. We are going to keep casting this. I'm expecting to be here at about 4 o'clock in the morning. Still, my voice is hoarse. I've run out of beers. I've run out of water. But you know what? We're still going to be here. Demon Werewolf. Did someone just say chaos? Dude, they did. Welcome, Demon. I know I just hung out with you all day on stream today, but it is a pleasure to have you. We are casting, and because of the style of event we're doing, they're letting us do it live. So I get to actually see your chat in real time. I do apologize, though. I won't be paying as much attention to it as I'd normally like. Because there is a bunch of stuff going on. Igniclus, can I get you to have a look at the team list and just give me a rundown? Give me a rundown of who's still playing.
So, well, currently we've got Weather Gumby as the commander, but he'll be swapping out because he's just building the garrison now. We've still got Mirage, which was the leading factor in the assaults down south in the first game.
Yep.
He is currently not a squad leader, he's support. Just Fierce, Sullivan, Cash Cow Clink.
Is that all on one side?
This is all on one side, yes, on my side, on the Axis.
Good Lord, that is... Have we just stacked this team?
I believe they've always been on this side, but they haven't been able to secure a victory yet.
That is a damn good bunch of Hell Let Loose players right there. Perhaps it's Deadman on our side. Deadman, obviously, one hell of a player in his own right. Deadman, Joshua Tree, Crash Marine from OCT. Hubert from Four Boys, Miami the Cat, Red Dragon and Zesty King from Emu War Veterans, Jelly Bear still playing for OC, Sammy D still in. This is a good bunch of lads still.
100%.
Lieutenant Dixon
still 20
from
versus 20, which is really nice.
That is genuinely handy. Lieutenant Dixon from OC, Wormald from Emu War Veterans, still my favourite clan name. I know. I'm supposed to say only clans is my favourite, but Emu War Veterans, like I'm tempted to jump ship, purely for that name and that delicious logo they've got. I'm not
going to get tattoos in the Discord, mate. Oh, not Discord, the stream.
Hi, tattoo. I promise I'm not leaving. I'm not. You know I like hanging out with you guys way too much. Yeah, you know I love it. I just have this habit of talking shit way too much. All right, I'm going to get across to the casting screen. Do you mind if I switch over to yours first? Can I get a good bird's eye view, Igniclus? And I'll switch over to you. There you go. And I will be back. Igniclus, the floor is yours, my friend. For those of you that are sick of listening to my voice, enjoy the dulcet tones of Igniclus. I feel like he's got a much better voice than I ever will, but enjoy. I'll be back in 2 seconds, lads.
Oh, you're putting me under a lot of pressure there.
There's no pressure. You're right.
Oh dear. Well, there's not too much happening at the moment. They just built the garrison for the Allied side and starting to build up their defenses. The Axis still have to wait for the mid-cap to be captured before they can start building a garrison. So they're all just sitting around waiting. Whether Gumby is currently the admin, he's going to be the one placing the garrison for the Axis. So it's in the correct location. And that is pretty much it that is happening at the moment. Hurry back up, Stu. Alright, St. Mary Gliss has now been captured. Whether Gumby should now be starting to build a garrison. There he is. Actually a little bit back a few meters from last time. So hopefully that might help them secure a win. Most of the Allied team is already here waiting to build defenses. I assume they just spawned the garrison, so we're waiting for the Axis to spawn here now. Start building some defenses, and we'll have another about 15 minutes of playtime.
I know you're
base building, and then we'll get back into the game.
I know you were worried, Nicholas. I am back, my friend. I'm sure that was genuinely delicious. And welcome back to anybody else. It is hard. It is hard. It is the start of the match, so there's honestly not much going to be going on.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
There's not much to talk about.
I don't know what they've done there, but it looks like Cortex has got a... let me just pull over here. Cortex has got himself a troop transport and got a first kill of the game. Mirage didn't stand a chance. Excellent. Still waiting to start the building phase. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a close quarters battle. I hope you're enjoying it, because you know what? This has been a genuine amount of fun. All right, supply starting to be dropped in now. That looks good. The Allies still haven't built anything. I don't know whether we're allowed to yet, but we'll see. Noppers, lol, I'm out, mate. If you need help. Dude, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to see you around these parts, my friend. And so what I'll do, I'll concentrate on the Allies, IgniclusMedia. If you can concentrate over on the Axis side, that would be greatly appreciated. We can switch between the two, see what both the sides are doing.
So at the moment for the Axis, they've only just got one blueprint down for a bunker. But that is currently it.
I feel like, well, the Allies have exactly 0 defenses up so far. Wait, nope. They've put a manpower node down. And I think that's something we haven't seen. We absolutely haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, they've done it a fair few times now.
There you go.
Both teams have put it down one manpower node in the center of the barracks.
There you go. I hadn't noticed, but you know what? You've got better eyes than I do. I've always said that, Igniclus.
I do not have 20/20 vision, I'll tell you that much. I need to wear glasses, but I don't. So Saliban is moving that truck that was blocking the entrance. The one that you watched him get the first kill on.
Cheap.
And has opted to put it between the two trees on the south side.
Get a good shot of that. I'll switch over to you, my friend.
We have Josh Tree and Narf having a repair off.
It's a lot of love. You love to see that between the two competing sides. I wonder who won that one, though.
Well, there is a dead body here. Not too sure who caused that.
That's right. I will guarantee you, there will be many, many more dead bodies by the time we're finished. Still no defenses. Still no defensive for the Allied side. Alrighty, what do we got here? In the middle, we have Elemental facing off with Weathered Gumpy. Let me just switch over to this. They look to be threatening each other. I'm genuinely not sure. That was a grenade. Oops. I feel like that's not going to work out well for everyone. He tried to catch it.
It's a frag. Oh my god.
Sweet mother of God. That's what we've come to. We have another little face-off between Aim Hots and Flowers. They've decided to go their separate ways, though. This is the start of the match. No attacking is allowed, unless, of course, it's a grenade, and it's hilarious. There you go. We've started to get some defenses up from the Allied side. 1 barbed wire up. I'm pretty sure they're going to need more than that. That is 2 barbed wires closing off the entrance to the cemetery itself. Excellent. And Igniclus, I'm going to switch over to you, my friend, and let's have a look at some of the Axis defenses, please.
No worries. At the moment, we've got the standard wall of defenses at the moment, down to the south, and barbed wire up the north.
The standard wall. I like that. This is only the 3rd game of this that we have ever played. This is only the 3rd game we've ever played, and we already have a meta for it. That blows my mind.
It's the same defenses they've built for all 3 games so far.
Haven't they lost all 3 games?
Oh, only 2. So we've been 2 games.
Oh yeah, that's true. They've only lost 2. Please
preemptively saying they're going to lose. Okay, that's
I know. It's only because
Whose side are you on?
I can't help it. I have to go for the blue guys. It's like after playing hours and hours and hours of Hell Let Loose, it's ingrained into me. I want the blue guys to win.
In addition, they've opted to put the truck down south in between these two trees to block off an attack from down there, or
Okay.
a direct sight line. The truck used to be on that opening there for the fence, but
Yep.
they moved it because anyone could just jump over it anyway, so it wasn't really blocking the entrance. So instead, they've put the barbed wire there. They're now looking at building a barricade against the wall. I assume
A
that's going to be
barricade
used
against
to
the
jump.
wall.
It's going to be used to jump over the wall.
That's really smart. I don't think we've seen that yet. That is genuinely
not that I've seen,
interesting.
at least anyway.
Is he going to try it out? He's not going to. He's just going to
I
go
hope so.
that'll work. We don't have to worry about that. You test it out, wouldn't you? Good Lord, you'd test it out. I'm just going to switch over to my side. If we have a look, Wormald in the center of your screen there has just put up a barricade down that south side for the Allies, and they do have a good ring from Sammy D, a good ring of barbed wire cutting off, obviously where they had the most of the problems in that first match, where that assault was coming from, just to the right of your screen if you're playing at home. They've definitely gone for a minimalist approach this time. There is a lot less defenses than we saw last time. There isn't that mighty wall of level 3 barricades and, good Lord, what's the bunkers that we're used to seeing? Dipstick in troubles. When in doubt, try again. Dude, I feel ya. If we try it the third time, they'll never expect us to try the same thing for the third time in a row. Nicholas, I'm going to switch over to you, mate. Let's see how those defenses are going for the Axis.
Yeah, still same. They've put a couple of Belgian gates up now to the north. A couple four, 5 now, soon to be.
I wonder why they've gone for the Belgian gates instead of barricades.
It's very interesting because it doesn't really provide much cover. They're mostly used to stop tanks.
Noppers doing precisely what we've done 18 times before is exactly the last thing they'll expect us to do this time. There is, however, one small problem. I can't imagine what that is. That everyone always gets slaughtered.
Bunker up the north as well. Which I'm not sure is going to be too effective.
I don't know what that bunker is looking at.
No.
The sightlines don't look great. I'll tell you what, the sightlines are pretty good into Cemetery, but you've already got that berm. I'm just going to switch over and let's have a look at what I'm talking about. This is the barricade that they've just put up. The Axis forces have just put up along the north side. It does look into Cemetery, but you'd assume that little earth embankment just in front of it would have provided exactly the same thing. But you know what? At least they're trying something different. That is a quote from Blackadder, apparently. That show is genuinely delicious. I tried to watch it the other day, right? I was watching, I don't forget what streaming service, Stan maybe? I don't know. I should not do plugs. I'm not sponsored by anybody. They should be paying me to do plugs, right? But they only had the first season. And I don't know about you guys, the first season is not my favorite.
So I've just noticed with the Axis defenses, they have no hard cover on the northern side.
No hard cover at all.
If the Allies attack from the north, they get through this little town here.
If you're looking at that
a clear line of... Yep.
I'm going to switch over to your screen and let's have a look at what you're talking about.
They'll have a clear line of fire onto the enemy garrison. Especially if they get to this shorter wall here, just
Jeez, you're right. They will too.
Or even into this little barn here.
There's just
no hard cover.
They look a little bit light on defenses all round, to be honest.
Yeah. It's just barbed wire, and that's not going to stop the enemy.
I don't know whether that's going to work. You'd think some of our greatest tactical minds are playing for that team. You'd think they would have pushed things a little further. Can't spell Weathered Gummy. Can't spell slaughter without laughter. Dude, 100%. Oh, that's from Blackadder Goes Forth. That is my favorite by a country mile. Highly relevant to this game. Dude, Noppers coming out with the bangers in chat. Well done, my friend. Let's take you back over. See what the Allies are doing this time around. Back over to my screen. There we are. let's start moving so you guys get a general idea. They have put some genuine heavy-duty defenses up to that right-hand top side of your screens. All the barricades, all the barbed wire. They've essentially closing off that entire north side. That is delicious. I don't know what those tank traps are doing there. I don't know what they're going to do, but you know what? Let's see how it works out for them. Dipstick troubles. Nah, it's all about the cool minimalistic styles now. Dude, I feel you. They've gone that Spartan look. Great aesthetic when you're an architect. Great aesthetic when you're an architect. I don't know how well it's going to work out when you're a Nazi trying to defend your garrison from a close quarters combat from the Allies. Whew. How are we looking on that north side now in IgniclusMedia? Have they built anything else up there? And are they even slightly more protected from that north?
Nothing's been built yet. Besides that one bunker, that's not going to be too effective for the north. There's just nothing there.
There is nothing there. I'll tell you what, both sides have been a little Spartan on the south side, a little less so from the Allies. The Allies have put that bunker for protection down that right side of your screen, which is the south side of the map. Geography and directions, obviously not my strong point, but this time I'm in a position to help you. Let me help you. It's my genuine pleasure. You're all good eggs. Who seems to be trying to pincer? Hoogs. The game hasn't started yet. We're still in warm-up. We're still in a base building phase. You'll be able to tell when the game starts. Because they'll all start murdering each other.
We've got 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining.
There you go. IgniclusMedia has it. 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds to get defenses up before we start bludgeoning each other to death. That guy in Spawny D hanging out down the left side there. Mirage and Hoog still their NGs. It does look like the Allies do seem to be pushing up to hold the line. They look like they've done with all their engineering and supporting. Actually, no. Deadman and Lieutenant Dixon are still support, helping out Magical Arab as the engineer build further defenses. I'll tell you what. The efficiency award definitely goes to the Allies. I feel like they've made better use of their time. Their defenses are genuinely looking a little bit formidable. Look at that. Look at this north side. That ring of barbed wire is going to cause some problems for the Axis forces.
They've got barbed wire everywhere. This is going to be very painful for the Axis to push on the point.
Absolutely, and especially how these games have been
just
going.
Have a ring of barbed wire.
Yeah, they've gone the same way they have nearly every time before.
They've also now built a couple of Belgian gates up towards the cemetery to get them a better field of view. And
have they now? TF, thank you very much for the follow, my friend. I actually don't believe anybody is a real human until they say something in chat. But you know what? If you don't like talking in chat, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I will give you the benefit of the doubt. Game has started. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on. Let the close quarters battle continue. Narf looks like the first casualty. Frank backwards. No. I'll tell you what, the Allies have pushed up a lot harder. Many of the Axis forces seem to be content to sit back and hold that garrison area at the moment. The Allies are pushing up pretty hard down that south side. What are you looking at the moment, IgniclusMedia?
I saw Sullivan as an MG trying to hold the south side lonesome, but Jägerpanzer and Wormold pushed up and killed him. There is a lot of access in the center at the entrance of
Cortex just going down to that trio. Cortex just going to that trio of Aimhots, Wormold, and Jagdpanzer. Just Fierce is coming in support. Sully Bang and Mirage. The guy, what a name. The guy coming in support as well. It's now 4v2. Wormold and Aimhots are still alive. How they haven't killed each other yet, genuinely escape. It defies belief. It does, ladies and gentlemen. Magical Arab coming through, murdering the guy. Maybe that was Wormold. It's difficult to tell from this far. Tell you what, Flint just went down on point. And Zesty King dying. It looks like Sullyban, Just Fierce and Mirage are going to get a good push around this south side at the moment. Just to the right of your screen, that'd be the three red dots. Yep.
Wormhole just pushed through that barbed wire in the center of the Axis side of the cemetery.
Really?
And he's now making a bit of a push
Absolutely
very close towards the garrison.
Hugh
is up on the north side.
Hugh and Tomcat look like they've just dealt with him. That's all right. Narf's still sitting back with the machine gun.
But as I was saying before, like Hubert is now up in that north side of that barn. He's placed an OP down as well for his team to come in.
Let me just switch over to you. Let's have a look at what you're looking at, mate.
And the Axis have just no hard cover. They've now put a blueprint down for a barricade. But that is it. Hubert is...
He's got the run of that whole side. He's just trying to find a way in.
There's now one person defending. He's already going to make it.
Flint and
He's
Narf.
already going to make it to that
He's
Gary.
making a run for the Gary. He's taking down Flint. This guy, the entire team just spawned.
That is unfortunate.
Oh, look, that was a magnificent push by Hubert. Hubes did very well. Actually, I tell you what, Joshua Tree, Red Dragon, and Magic
down here as well.
But they have just
X
all been taken out by X.
It's been gone.
Absolutely.
Been taken by X. That was very close for comfort for the Axis.
That was
Maybe now they'll realize that they need hard cover on the northern side.
Hopefully they can rectify that situation, because I feel like that's going to be a constant issue for them. As you said, Nicholas, I think that's going to be a constant issue for them this game. Sullyban just dying on point. I'm assuming that was Zesty King or Wormlord. I can't quite see who did that one, but let me just switch over to my screen. We're going to slow that down just a little bit so we're not janking all over the place. Whilst I'm looking at this north side, Nicholas, can I get you to have a look at the rest of the battlefield and just let me know if there's anything else that we need to worry about?
Nothing so much yet. The Axis is trying to take superiority down south with Just Fierce and 17 Jaeger. Yep. Wormald and Zesta King are currently up north for the Allies, taking the same approach as before. Lieutenant Dixon's now moving up as well to support Wormald.
Magnificent. Wormald, I don't know whether they know he's there, because he seems to be staying very, very still. He's being very, very sneaky. That's what we do on this channel.
No, they don't know he's there yet. He's getting ready to throw a grenade, or he's been spotted by Narf. He's got a grenade off, and he might kill Narf.
Let's have a look.
He's popping smoke.
There you go.
He did a grenade that killed
it was a
Narf
grenade as well.
The other person.
I did miss the name of the other one.
I apologise.
But they also shot him, so that entire push down that side's come to nothing. Lieutenant Dixon and Hubert are pushing up around. Hubert, buoyed by the success that he experienced before, seems to be trying the same thing again.
Well, Lieutenant Dixon and Hugh Janus just had a knife battle. Gave up midway through, and Hugh Janus put out his gun and absolutely murdered him.
So what you're telling me, he brought a gun to a knife fight. Well done.
He did, and he won.
Having a look at my screen at the moment, Just Fierce, Soups No Rules, Sully Bang, Mirage, I think that is behind, and 17 Jaeger. They look to be the bulk of the push from the Axis forces down that right side. That would be the south side of the map if you're playing at home. Noppers, someone got stabbed in the butt? Potentially. That does happen from time to time. I'd advise against it. I'd absolutely advise against it. Let's switch over to you, Nicholas. Get me a good shot. Get me a good shot of what's happening down that south side, if you could.
I'm up the north at the moment with Magical Arab trying to push against Hugh Janus up the north.
All right, let's switch over and have a look at what
so bad saying that.
I know, right?
There was 5 Allied infantry pushing up north, but they've just been shut down.
They have just been mown down. They're probably going to make less of an advance.
Magical Arab is making a pretty good advance now, though. What if he has eyes on X? Well, he definitely hears him.
Red Dragon going down. I'm assuming that was X that got it. Kashi's moving up. It looks like he's moving up the inside of that wall up there. He has gone to ground. He'll hear Elemental on the other side of this wall. Let me just push around and have a look at my screen. This is a battle between Kashi and Elemental. We're going to slow that speed right down. Jake Pence are now coming in support. He's going to run straight past, though. It doesn't look like Elemental has any idea that Kashi's there. Nope, he is just going to continue his advance. Cash is just going to hide in the smoke, lying down. He is basically a human claymore at the moment. Noppers, that guy now is now going to be called Mr. Janus. Kashi has moved out. It looks like he's not going on Mr. Janus. Magic. Kashi's gone down. It looks like he was murdered from behind. Let's see if we can see who got that one. I'm assuming that was Aimhots. He seems to be just holding down this right side for any sort of counter attack. Now he's moving forward. Magical Arab pushing up that side again. Most of the battle actually seems to be down that south side. Can I get you to head over that south side, Igniclus? And we're going to see the battle between Sully Bang Mirage, Just Fierce, 17 Jaeger, and Joshua Tree, Sammy D, and Dingo Pup for the allies. Let me know when you're in position, and I will switch over to you.
Yep.
Here you go. Let's have a look at what's happening down this south side.
So it just had Zesty King just unleash a full mag of the MG into that truck, killing Cortex.
Let's see how that works out for them.
Well, he blew up the truck and got Cortex along with it, so...
Kills a kill, it all counts. Well, I guess if you can't have satchels, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, and Mirage is now got to hold back Joshua Tree and Zesty King.
And he has just been taken down. Zesty King and Joshua Tree look like they're holding down this whole left side. That spawn wave is just fierce. Cortex, 17 Jaeger, and Sully Bang have just spawned in. Zesty King and Joshua Tree won't know that yet. It looks like they're trying to push up. Let me see if I can get a slightly different position. Here we go. I'm just going to switch over to mine. There you go. Joshua Tree being very sneaky. I don't know whether... He's just killed 17 Jaeger. Sully Bang's gone down. I didn't see who killed him. Just Fierce and Mirage have pushed off that OP again. It does look like a battle between Just Fierce, Mirage 1172, and Zesty King, Joshua Tree, and Charmandork. There you go, lads. There you go. Just Fierce, that's what... Cortex is just spawned...
Cortex's OP is still down there as well, yeah.
I'm genuinely surprised it hasn't been taken down by proxy yet.
Or by any of the grenades.
Oh, yeah, all the million grenades that they're throwing over. Don't mind me whilst I move my mouse.
Axis has been pushed all the way back towards their garrison now, besides the exception of the OP down south, which surely now is...
Can you just have a look? Can you tell me if that's...
been taken out.
Absolutely, all right. So that garrison that Fiercey, Mirage, and the rest of the lads were spawning off has been taken out. Aimhots, Charmandork, and Zesty King now have control of that entire south side. You'd expect them to start pushing up and trying to start holding the Axis forces off this cemetery wall to give the rest of the lads a bit of a chance to move up.
Well, the Axis have no other OPs outside of where their garrison is.
I'll tell you what, the Allies are pushing in.
Stuck on their point.
The Allies are pushing into the ring at the moment. They did that under... that wasn't arty smoke. That is just normal smokes. Wormhole's gone down. Jelly Bear's trying not to die. It looks like she took a hit. Hopefully she can get a bandage on and go to town. Tell you what, Joshua Tree just murdered Hoogs. Murdered the other guy. I missed the name. I apologise. Narfoller is still sitting up there. Narf is still sitting up there. Spawny D, Q Janus, X, Flint just going down. That is a big garrison spawn. You'd assume they'll be able to deal with this attack. But I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's a lot of kills from Joshua Tree.
Lots of them just died to this allied assault. It looks like... I don't know about you guys.
Making a run for it now.
Jelly Bear's going! Let's go, Jelly. Let's get in there and have a look at what she's doing. Oh, I tell you what, she's going to get this. Jelly Bear. It's going to be a race between Jagdpanzer. Looks like Jagdpanzer's going to get it. Jelly Bear's going to play in support. That is the Axis. That's the Axis garrison down. That's going to be GG.
Done by Jelly Bear and Jagdpanzer.
That was a massive push up that other side. I'd say, for my side, Jelly Bear is a shoe-in for man of the match. Do we still call it man of the match, even though she's not a man? Person of the match.
MVP. Let's just say MVP.
Most valuable player. There you go. That also works. Is that GG? Has it been called? Well, given there's no Nazis alive, there are no Axis forces alive. That is GG.
0. Yeah.
Magnificent.
Complete massacre.
Let's get back to our end of game screen. There you go. Fucking, that was another great match, mate. This is good. Yep. This is good fun. I feel like that was a bit more of a stomp for the Allies. That's 3-0 for that team. That is 3-0. I thought, like, looking at the teams beforehand, it didn't look like they were that stacked. But I'll tell you what, on the day, that entire side,
yeah,
that entire side has come to play.
I really thought just via Sully and everyone like that on the my side, on the Axis side, would have been able to hold him off. But
I know, right? Blows my mind. You know what? I'm not sure. Is Gumby still in the chat? Are we playing another one, or is this done? I need to know whether or not we're wrapping this
a
up.
lot of members have left from the looking at the team list.
Looking at the team list, or potentially wrapping things up. That's all right. I'm more than happy to wrap things up now. That is 3 games. That is almost 2 hours of streaming, and almost 2 hours of you guys listening to my voice.
I just noticed that Nopper's jumped in as well.
Nopper's jumped into the game, did he?
I think he was casting though.
Was he now?
Doesn't have any combat effectiveness, so I'm going to assume.
Maybe
even if
even if he wasn't casting, maybe he was just having a look around, getting some recording in. Wasn't casting? There you go. Chat just says Noppers wasn't casting. One more, do it. It's not going to be up to me. What I'm going to need to do, I need Weathers Gum, just admin cam on standby in case you guys had trouble. Thank you very much, Noppers. Your support through all of this has been genuinely amazing. I'm in your Discord on standby. Magnificent. Do you want to bring Noppers up?
Yes, give us 1 second.
Bring Noppers up into the Discord. Noppers, feel free to just stay quiet if you don't want to, but do you feel that you can have a chat?
Jump in my Discord, Noppers. I'll choose.
Oh, he's in the wrong Discord. Magnificent.
He sure is.
Easy done. Weathered Gumby. Is Weathered Gumby still around? I need to know whether or not we're doing another match. One more match. I'd be okay with one more match. But if we're going to stop, I do need to start wrapping it up.
Noppers, how you going?
Noppers, welcome to the stream, my friend. It is a genuine pleasure to have you. Thank you very much for hanging around my chat, keeping everyone honest. Are you well, my friend?
I am. I wasn't. I'm actually editing a Word document on the left screen while I'm watching your stream, mate.
Oh,
so
very good.
That's right.
I've actually put little circles on a map for that other comp thing. That was a really good stream, boys, by the way. I really enjoyed that. The camera works looking beautiful. The game was fun to watch, I must admit. There's a bit of a slaughterfest going on there. You dealt with far too many huge anuses, though, mate. I'm feeling a bit for you.
100%.
Absolutely, brother. You know what? I love a good naming game, and Mr. Janus is definitely up there. He's definitely up there with some of the best I've heard. Did you enjoy it? You enjoyed watching it? I felt like that was a damn good game, damn good game mode. I feel like that close combat thing has something to it. That was good fun.
And that's, Stu, you and I have been talking about the other comp thing, the squad versus squad stuff. And I was talking to Gumby, who's the event organizer for this one. You guys just
Gobotron is now following.
And that is the concept, isn't it? We do like getting in there and watching on our admin cams and in our streams and stuff, close enough to see some of that real gritty stuff happen, body parts flying everywhere and that. And some of those really great skilled players that we saw in there multiple times doing fantastic things. That's what it's all about. So, you guys were right in it. It was great.
That was genuinely good fun. There have been a lot of good lads hanging around chat as well. A lot of my regulars timed up, a lot of first-time follows, a lot of first-time chats. Jobotron just chucked us a follow, so thank you very much, my friend. The man you're listening to but can't see is Noppers, the man, the myth, the legend. He does a lot of streaming of all the Big D Premier League stuff. Sledgy, hey, mate, how are you? If you haven't checked it out already, have a look at some of the Big D Premier League stuff. Go follow Noppers. I'm sure he said something in chat recently. Click on that one. Go have a look at him, because some of that stuff they're doing for the competitive stuff on the Big D servers is genuinely amazing. Sorry, my voice just died just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
that needs beer.
Yeah, 100%. IgniclusMedia, over to you, my friend, whilst I deal with that throat issue.
No worries at all. Well, I think my 2 contenders for man of the match are mostly from the Allied side. Is either going to be Jelly Bear or Hubert.
You know what?
Yep.
I'm more than happy. I like Jelly Bear. If you haven't watched her, she's streaming on Twitch. She's always at twitch.tv/BlueRoseJelly. She is a great streamer. So as a consolation prize, I am going to give her a quick plug like I just did. But I think Hubert, He was genuinely good. Some of those pushes on that first match, especially, that won them the game. Some of the stuff he did was genuinely amazing. We do need to pick one from the other side though. They did lose 3, so it's always difficult finding them out of the match. Noppers, did you see anybody?
Yep. Don't give it to the person that was building the barricades, mate. They lost 3 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Too soon? Too soon?
Dude, Nobotron, thank you very much for the sub. You're a damn good egg. I've always said that. Some big love from the Big D community. Thank you very much, my friend. You're a damn good egg, and I've always said that about you. We need to find an MVP from the other side. Who are we going to go with?
I'm going to say Mirage 1172, I think it is.
Mirage with a number after it. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to agree with you on that. He was
1172.
He got right in at the start there. I saw him do that.
Yeah, his first play building the OP down south.
Yeah.
And eventually getting onto the garrison many times.
Absolutely.
That was the biggest play for that side.
He was an absolute beast. There you have it. They are our 2 MVPs, one from each side. That is Hubert and Mirage. Numbers.
Mirage wheelbarrow with numbers. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 1172. Yeah.
I think it's about time. We should probably start wrapping this up.
Any final comments from Noppers?
Yeah, anything else you've got, Noppers? Anything else you'd want to say to the rest of the lads? Given we're playing on somebody else's stream for once.
Well, I will say one thing, mate, and you and I talked about it, I think 2 days ago. You're going to be joining me for a BPL live cast in about a week and a bit's time.
I am.
You're going to be one of my co-commentators on the BPL because you bring a different energy to it than I do. And, I guess you've just started into this particular aspect of the Big D community, and it's a roaring success, I think, guys. So I'm looking forward to that stream there, Stu, and good job tonight, both of you. And Igniclus, of course, thanks for all your help in the background that you always give me, mate. He harasses me a lot in Discord, but it's actually positive harassment, so I kind of take that okay.
Thank you very much. That is Noppers. I think I've spruiked Big D more than enough. Go over to the website, have a look at some of the Big D Premier League. It is I'm going to say it. I'm saying it now. It is the premier competitive Hell Let Loose scene in Australia. Some of the games that Noppers has been streaming, it's been amazing, both from the fact that he is an amazing streamer and caster himself, but B, some of the players in the game are genuine. Some of the content has been amazing. So there's another plug for Big D. Igniclus, did you have fun tonight, mate?
First time doing this, so yeah, a lot of fun. And thank you very much for having me.
Dude, it is an absolute pleasure to have you, my friend. That is it from me. You can always catch me if you're watching this live. You're already here, but twitch.tv/Traumastoo. You can catch Igniclus. Go have a look. He has a damn good thing going on his stream as well. You can catch him at twitch.tv/Igniclus__. Blue Rose Jelly's in there. Gobotron. Go follow Gobotron. He's a damn good lad as well. Blue Rose Jelly. Chat's going ballistic. I can't deal with that. I'm going to say goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, I always end my streams by saying, look after yourselves. And if you can manage to look after yourselves, see if you can't look after somebody else too. That has been Big D Friday Night Fights, close combat, close quarters combat. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all later. Bye.
That's the first time we got that right.